go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Walter Bowley.
And I'm Spencer Breland.
63 of Gaming Treehouse Radio.
Yep.
Yo.
Rebranded.
Nice little logo
Feels good.
right next to Walt's head.
You got a haircut for it?
Yeah. Yep. All good.
I gotta say, I come back to see all these new changes. I get nervous. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
We're all on video.
Sometimes.
There's a bunch of new
All on
interns
video.
running around the office. I don't know what's going on.
New faces, new names.
Yeah, the office, Nick.
Yeah. See,
The office.
there's our new
Walt's
interns.
in my kitchen.
You say kitchen, I say communal workspace. All right, it's all about
Yes. It is a communal workspace.
That's
but
right.
not a lot of news this week.
Good.
Like 1 to 3 things in news. Then we're going to get into some discussions that Walt wants to talk about. It's going to be good. But I think the few little news pieces are going to be pretty good. Got to record a new to the podcast, a new plugs thing, so it doesn't sound strange that we're talking about different shows and all that other
good.
crap.
Get that silky smooth.
So one of you guys just want to jump in the first topic?
Yeah, Spencer, what's up first?
The first topic is Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot boxes.
Always.
They're changing them, I hope, is what that news is.
Flash from the beta.
What?
They're changing the loot box system
Oh, yeah.
after the beta.
Yeah.
For the better, I hope.
Yes, for the better. They talk about people being nervous about getting guns and things like that from them, and they're going to change the way the items drop and everything.
Yeah, because I believe if you play a class, you shouldn't be punished to only get your upgrades through those cards.
I agree. So I'm glad they're listening to the beta, and I'm not really sure what that's going to do for it. I mean,
Well, you know, it's neat that they're making the changes and all, but should they have really had to make them in the first place? I mean, you've got your best guns or your only progression coming in pure randomization. It's not like they're strangers to this. Every other previous DICE game that comes out is you level up your class. That's how it works in Battlefield. That's how it works in Battlefield 4.
It makes me nervous for the next Battlefield game.
I know, and this topic's kind of rolling into two other discussions with it. The first one I want to talk about is that the ESRB says that loot boxes are not gambling.
Which is bullshit. They're gambling.
Well,
It's
I mean,
1,000% gambling.
Yeah, I guess, but the ESRB is a toothless organization anyway. Like, it doesn't matter what they say it's gambling.
And it should be, I really feel like loot boxes should be something you have to put on the ratings.
Yeah.
Like, game
Guns.
contains microtransactions?
Yes.
But Peggy,
You have a son, Walt.
Right.
What if, I know Archer, or your son's accidentally,
Bought a hockey game before for me on Xbox.
could you
NHL.
imagine if he jumped on or Battlefront 2 and just bought a shitload of fucking loot boxes?
Look, the parent has to take responsibility there. I'm sorry. Like, you need to monitor what the hell they're doing. Like, if Archer, if I was unsupervised Archer and he was playing Overwatch with those toxic, racist spewing people that play Overwatch and ended up, getting me some bunch of skins by buying a bunch of loot boxes, I'd be upset, but I'd have to accept responsibility on that. Like, I had my credit card on the system and I did not watch him playing it and I didn't stop him. You have to go through a lot of menus before you end up actually buying something.
Also, don't you have to be 18 to gamble?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Don't you have to make the game? I know there hasn't been a rated A game in forever.
Well, I mean, the reason they probably won't legally call it gambling is because there's no monetary win. Like, you don't win currency, that you can spend on things besides the game.
But it's like slot machines. That's all it is.
Except slot machines spit out money.
Yeah. Well, the UK...
And these things spit out gold skins.
Hey, look at it depends on what you think about money. Look at Counter-Strike. There's people that sell their skins on the market for like hundreds of dollars.
And that's why that one got closed down, because that is a ecosystem and environment of gambling, of buying and selling things for money. I don't think
it got closed down. I know PUBG has one right now where like they sell certain cosmetic skins for like
a specific YouTube channel I met.
Oh, okay.
I forget who it was, but they had their own gambling Counter-Strike Go site.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about just a website with it on this game. You can sell your skins.
Okay, no, that's still there. That's still there.
Yeah, I was going to say that's even like baked into Steam now with their little trading card thing.
So
that is different than I guess what I'm talking about with the Overwatch, Shadow of War, Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
But it's just microtransactions in general, and where do you all stand on that? I listened to the first episode, but
with microtransactions or loot boxes.
Let's start with microtransactions. We'll work in loot boxes.
If it's a free to play game, League of Legends, going in that, hey, if I want more characters, I can work for in-game currency or I can spend money to unlock the characters. So I guess I'm okay with it, but it really depends on what the microtransaction is. If it's
what about NBA 2K18?
That's kind of stupid. I don't like that. Games are delving too deep into the microtransactions right now, and NBA, it's a $60 game.
Yep.
Trying to keep you in and trying to keep revenue, and I understand that the microtransactions then makes them get to make better games.
Yeah.
The developers and publishers make more money.
You say that, but I don't see Skate 4, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, God, can you imagine the fucking microtransaction in that game?
Oh, Jesus.
All this new board?
Oh, my God, Nate. You just gave me a stomach ache.
That would be the worst. Want these bearings for 50 cents?
God. You could get a stupid, want your flat-brimmed cap that you can only get in the loot box.
But,
oh, God. Yeah. I just accidentally pitched Skate 4 to EA, and now they're going to do it.
The biggest perpetrators of microtransactions to me are mobile games, still.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. But that's...
where it's dicey. But again, I guess I'm fine with it to an extent, but...
Well, here's the thing.
Throw it in your face. Like, if you have to spend money to play the game, then it's too much.
Well, the things like, Candy Crush was like the OG, like free-to-play, tons of microtransactions. And the thing about Candy Crush is that it gets 90-some% of its profits from 5% of its base, because those 5% people drop way too much money in this stupid game because they specifically target addicts.
Just like how me and Spencer are gaming console whales.
Yeah.
Buy any piece of shit.
Yeah, except there are people who have spent much more in Candy Crush than all of your consoles combined.
Probably so.
Like Andrew, this one mobile game he used to play, my roommate, base building one that's not Clash of Clans, Game of War.
Which is the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much Clash of Clans.
Okay, whatever. Game of War. There's this one dude that ran everything, and the dude dropped well over 10 G's.
That's insane.
Right.
What's that guy do for a living?
So with those microtransactions, I see them and I get a little salty, but the 2K18 one was egregious. That was ridiculous. They locked game modes and awesome features behind it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
PC, the currency, when you're making your character, if you bought the special edition, it's your dude gets boosted super high right off the bat, and it's oh my God.
Yeah, that's frustrating. But at the same time, think about this. For the past, I don't know, I want to say probably 10 years, new games have been $60, right?
Yeah.
Consistently. Has anything else stayed the same price for 10 years?
No.
Actually, games, that's a 10 years? Because I know N64
era. I'm just kind of throwing.
Yeah, N64 era and stuff, that's 20 years ago now. But I remember Donkey Kong 64 was $80.
Right. Sometime in the mid 2000s, they leveled off to $60 a game, right?
40 to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we can pretty much say it's South Park Fracture Butthole, coming out Tuesday. I know it's going to be $60.
I just pre-ordered it with the season pass for $90. because the DLC sounds good already.
So you're not part of the problem at all. Jesus.
My brother brought up this point with this, and I want to bring this up. See your thoughts on it. He was saying with Battlefront 2, because he's defending it.
Really?
He was defending it, saying that it's not that big of a deal because you still earn your guns just through the loot boxes. But he said that he'll take loot boxes randomized like that to get all the expansion DLC packs for free.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Is making them free, because my whole point was I used Halo and Gears of War to where they did have loot boxes.
But it was like skins. It wasn't actual...
in-game, like stuff, game-changing things.
Yeah.
And they still made all the map packs and DLC free.
Now, to throw a little wrench in that, didn't Halo have things that affected Warzone mode in loot boxes?
On modes, no one gives a fuck about that. Let's be real.
Like, that was just
But
the
it's
biggest
PvE.
Right.
Yeah.
And Gears of War had PvE stuff in the loot boxes, I think.
Yes, but in multiplayer, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And with Star Wars Battlefront 2, literally, you could pay and get better guns or upgrades for your character through those microtransactions. Yeah,
Right.
It sounds like they're changing it.
But that is a very fair point from your brother, Nick. I mean, every single expansion is free.
To it was Halo and Gears, but I was like, I guess if they came out and said, because of the loot boxes, we can make all the get rid of season pass, everything's free. Like, all right.
Still, I could see if it was just like personalization stuff, like different skins or different like just looks to things, instead of, hey, come first day, some dude's gonna have all the top upgrades and just wipe my ass all over the maps. Whether it is free DLC maps or anything, my ass is gonna get wiped all over.
Well, are the guns that ridiculous?
No, the upgrades to them, it can get about 10-20% like extra damage to the guns. You can get 10-20% like extra like help to your character. Yeah, it like affects. Yeah, it's not like just like a little minor change.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, if you get a good gun, I mean, Walt used the Executioner in Call of Duty. He did pretty good.
I did all right.
Not ever. So.
Yeah.
Well, I can see about the microtransactions, especially loot boxes, and I think Overwatch paid the bill pretty well with just having stuff. I mean, I don't know the numbers.
But I hate to butt in, but literally, if they would wait 6 months after the game launches and do this, I could see it. Okay, yeah, people had their chance to play and get their upgrades, but for those people just jumping in,
they'll miss out on the. Because let's be honest, like with Battlefront, I know there's like a lot of people, but a lot of people are going to jump out.
Yeah,
I will.
Yeah,
I'm probably not going to play very long.
Yeah, I mean, I played the beta and it just didn't like click me, but I mean, I'm going to check it out mainly for the single player.
Well, Spencer didn't click with you either.
No. You got me started. Oh, yeah.
Fiend.
Well,
so.
But what I think with the loot boxes, I think if they're going to have the loot boxes, if they're going to lock awesome shit behind the loot boxes, which of course they're going to, I think there should be, in plain English, what your percentages is of getting anything written down somewhere. Like,
I think that's a rule now, right?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Like, I think like in Overwatch, like I think I should be able to see what the percentage of getting a legendary skin is in each box. If it's like 0.05%, fine. But just tell me what it is. It feels like it's 0.05%.
Yeah. I actually played Overwatch earlier today.
Oh, what, did you lose a bet?
No. I was just checking out the Halloween skins.
Woo! Are you out
of
Overwatch now, Walt?
I probably am. I'm being honest. Like, I love it. I still love it.
That's the end of an era right here.
The meta has changed 4 times since I stepped away from the game. Dang. Like, Junkrat is like top tier now. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what's going on. So
it should be.
I know, Nick. You got to jump back. Your boy's up top.
That's funny.
But so I don't even know what's going on. Maybe I'll jump back in. I certainly don't want to play any of these other shooters. So I don't know. Maybe I'll play a whole.
No.
But I would love that percentage, just so I know if I'm going to buy, if I'm going to spend $10 on loot box, let me know what I have a chance of getting.
I feel like most games like normally has that where it's like 20% chance of getting a rare gear.
I've never seen that. I've never seen.
I remember that was a thing. That's not in plain sight. Where someone complained that like sued a company saying like, I spent so much money and I didn't get this.
Like, I know for a fact it's not an Injustice
percentage.
2. It's not an Injustice 2.
I want to say I was looking at Shadow of War loot boxes earlier today. I want to say they had it on theirs. I may be mistaken by this where I saw it.
It's definitely not an Injustice 2.
Also glad to hear with Shadow of War from more people playing it now that people are saying the whole loot box thing was like overblown.
Yeah, I have so much epic gear and like legendary gear without even buying a loot box.
But it just goes back to that, games have been $60 for so long. They're going to have to figure out a way to keep them $60. Like,
I say up the price to like at least $70. I mean, I wouldn't mind paying $10 more.
Yeah.
What?
Make your fucking games digital, and then you can cut the prices, and you're good.
No, they won't do that, Nick.
I get rid of the middleman, you're good.
No.
I'd be happy with it, but other people would be pissed off.
Yeah, they would.
But I mean, I bought Mario from the Amazon Prime discount, but pay more money because games could easily be like $40. All the distribution fees, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. GameStop would cease to exist, and Nick would love that.
No, they'll always be there. They fucking are audible, and you can tell now. You walk in their store, it's tons of merchandise and shit.
That's true. I did notice that. It's like I walked in. It's like, what is this? A freaking FYE?
Yeah, they're audibling like FYE did.
Yeah, FYE has so many pops now. It's ridiculous.
Jesus
Funko
Christ,
Pops.
I know. Speaking of Funko Pops and all that stuff, a little side note. I'm cutting bait.
Oh, God.
Getting out of the amiibos.
You say this all the time.
Here we go.
Keeping like 5 or 6 awesome ones for my desk, and I'm done.
He says that now. The next they'll announce their Chrome Mario riding the
shit!
T-Rex.
I can see him now. He's like, oh, it's like mentioning Todd Howard to him. It's just like, oh. What?
Did we lose him?
Hopefully not.
I think we definitely did.
Not in the Skype call anymore?
What?
I don't hear him, so clearly we lost him.
Can you hear me now? What? You're cutting out, Nick, now. You there?
Yeah.
You hear me, though?
I hear you. I don't hear Walt now.
Yeah, I don't hear Walt at all now.
Do you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally hit my mute button whenever I was doing something.
And so you
completely missed what I said about your Migos.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
All right.
What?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
So you can catch my lame joke and Nick and Walt's awkward silence to my lame joke.
It would have been the same. It would have. Yeah, don't worry.
I said whenever Nintendo announced like new Amiibo, it's gonna be like Nick with Todd Howard. He's gonna be like, oh. And then y'all are just like, I was like, okay. It's all good.
I'm cutting bait because
no one believes
thing that
you don't even believe.
How long did you cut Twitter off and then you're back?
Yeah, because Embiid tweeted something, so he's like, "Well, I got to get back on."
But whenever did his amiibo stand? He has every amiibo. I'll eventually get to that.
Nick, you're like cutting out.
The collection was going to get too cool, so he decided, I got to stop getting amiibos.
Oh, that's a little aside that I just wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if you have any awesome Zelda ones that I don't have and want to...
He's got all the links.
I'll sell them, besides the one you want. Majora's Mask, I don't have that.
Besides your shipping probably be $20, just send that little figure to me.
Christ,
they ripped your ass. Oh, my God, I ship stuff all the time for like $5-10.
So, moving on to less frustrating news.
Cuphead has sold over 1 million units across PC and Xbox One.
Woo!
Yay!
I mean, isn't that like because on PC it's just on Microsoft? It's like all Xbox, really? Like, Isn't that how they're marketing it anyway? Like one store, like you buy. Is it coming on Steam?
It's on Steam too.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I didn't know it was on Steam. I thought it was just like Microsoft PC.
But if you did buy it through their Windows App Store, it is Xbox Play Anywhere, so you could play either Xbox or PC.
I mean, it's such a delightful little game. I love it so much.
Fun. It's very good. In my top 10 games of the year.
Yeah, it's like even when I die over and over and over, etc. Like it's just so much fun. The animations are so cool. Like the music is amazing. Hey, Mr. Dice Man. Like I love it. Like,
you can check our review of it.
Yep, on YouTube.com/C/Gaming Treehouse.
That now.
Yeah.
Because Nick,
Christ. It was like youtube.com/a-billion-letters. Oh, God.
It was
hey, awful. Mr. Dice Man. Yeah, I love that. Like, I don't know. So awesome.
Jesus.
Delightful game. $20. Like, seriously, buy it.
Go check it out.
Yeah. So the next piece of news is also Xbox. I just remember this, and I wanted to take everyone's take on it. Phil Spencer was talking about the Xbox One X.
Yep.
Like, self-sabotaging.
How?
He said the Xbox One X isn't for everyone, and he thinks the S is going to outsell it and all this stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the same with the PS4 Pro. They don't think it's for everyone.
Why would you say that?
He said it the whole
isn't
time.
That how it was marketed from like the premium console.
It was, but I want him to come out and be like, "You need this. Gaming experience so great and this and that." I feel like he's missing an opportunity. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if any like MMA fans out there. It reminds me of Dana White talking shit about Tyron Woodley and Demetrius Johnson. It's like these are two of my most dominant champs. So I'm just going to shit talk them.
Don't you dare compare Tyron Woodley to Demetrius Johnson as a dominant champion.
No, I was just saying that.
Sorry, this isn't a UFC cast.
I'm just saying that it's on them, and because of that, it doesn't change the fact that they're great, but it like lowers their pay-per-view numbers. Like I feel like him saying all this is going to like lower the amount of Xbox Ones that buy it. It's like, well, if he doesn't even think it's going to be the best selling, he's like, why the fuck would I buy it?
Because I mean, they got 3 awesome bundles coming out this like fall, and they're all like between $200 and $300. Nobody's going to go out and buy a $500 console for their little 6-year-old kid or their 10-year-old kid.
But most of those guys are buying Switches.
Well, maybe, but
if they can fucking find them.
Place now.
We'll see.
There's like 5 of them on the Walmart last time I was there.
You didn't get all 5?
I just wanted to bring that up just because
I don't think it's a big deal.
Marketing's everything with this, because I feel like, and the way you say it is everything. Because whenever PS4 Pro got announced, it was fucking god awful.
It's not like he's up on a stage saying, "Hey, this isn't going to sell."
And I feel like the gaming just ran with it.
Well, also, it's like hearing him say it probably sounded a little bit more excitable than just reading it.
And they ran with it, and it sounds more like he's saying, like, "Hey, this is the most powerful console ever, but we don't expect people to buy it. It's not for most people."
Well, it's like how they ran with that Last Jedi director saying, "Don't watch his trailer."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Well, that's not what I fucking meant, you idiots."
And Nick believed.
Hey. I want no spoilers.
Here's the thing: day one, Xbox One buyer. Day one, I'm not getting the X. Yeah. Like I have no reason to get it. I don't need it. I don't want it. $500 is excessive for me to get a graphical upgrade. I just don't want it.
Don't worry, the whales will buy it.
I'm getting it.
I know. I know.
Sell it, because the Scorpio editions are all.
Well, then there is a circle of hell reserved just for you, Nick.
I'll become the thing I hate.
Nick won't do it.
That one time, it's like that one time I jaywalked. No,
you're an awful person.
No,
Nick. God, Nick, I jaywalk all the time.
Fucking run you over next time.
I also put my toilet paper under the.
Oh God!
That's where you're a fucking.
All right, I'm about just like X Walt off this podcast. I'm just like close him off, kick him off right here in the middle of the podcast.
The audacity he had, like a month ago, my bathroom and it was taking a shit. And my toilet paper was on the other way. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Now every time he comes to your house, he's going to do it. No.
All right, Nick's doing that thing where he changes what happened. It was in Andrew's bathroom. And also, he was out of TP, and I put new toilet paper back on the roll like a good guest. And I just put it on the right way. And
oh. Come on now.
Bathroom.
No, it was in Andrew's bathroom.
Oh, wait. That's what it was.
Yes, Nick, I know.
Andrew's bathroom. I forgot what it was.
I know what happened.
Yes. Scumbag move. That's like if you just walked in my house and like ball tapped me. That's basically the equivalent of what you did.
Damn.
Oh, man. I'm telling you guys are missing out. This is superior way to
not really
stash your toilet paper.
Oh, my God. The annoying thing, now that we're on toilet paper, is the subject. I'm getting the triple ply TP now.
Good.
And my little toilet paper dispenser, the rolls are too big. Start using a lot of it. So it's like I have to like really force the roll. I hate it.
Even better for it to be an underway. That would be easier to.
It's not. God, all right.
Oh.
Well, you can tell it's a light news week.
Jesus.
Not really much else.
Yeah,
this week.
that's
about it.
Yeah, there's not too much news going on, but that's all right because I got some things to say.
Jesus, here we go.
Oh boy.
Just I suggest any sensitive viewers to log off at this time. No.
Don't worry.
My fucking rants.
Yeah. No.
Basically, I kind of just get the feeling that Capcom doesn't want to make fighting games anymore. It seems like they're making them just because they feel they have to. And I don't know if you guys know this. You guys know that the first characters for Marvel Infinite are coming Tuesday. Did you know that?
Yes.
Spencer, we lost you again.
No, I just have nothing to say in a fighting discussion.
Can you confirm?
Yeah,
you confirm
sure. Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Black Panther, Sigma, and Monster Hunter. Where's Capcom Infinite Tuesday?
Monster Hunter looks clutch.
Yes, they all look amazing. Every single new character in the game, looks amazing.
Yeah. Gotta make that money.
Every character that they control Seed and control V'd from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom looks like garbage. And
Any game though.
What's that?
Is it just like the copy and paste like every fighting game?
Okay, let's use Injustice. Injustice 1 had Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the basic staples. And they came over to Injustice 2 and they had the same moves. Mostly the same moves. But Nick, can you say that Batman did not look amazing in Injustice 2?
Looked kind of the same to me.
You might need to do a side-by-side then.
Anything. You know who was exactly the same? Green Lantern.
Yes, because you could do what's
all I used. Yeah. So
I'm talking.
Anyway,
I mean graphically. I'm talking about the.
I was gonna say, all right, you can get back on your point. I didn't mean to get you off your point.
No, it's fine. But so first off, these new characters coming out all look like the best characters in the game. Like just the way they're designed. I don't know how good they are.
Especially Monster Hunter.
Yeah, the way they look, the way they're animated, they just look cool.
Moves.
Do you know how much they cost?
I do not know that actually.
Spencer, do you know?
20?
I have no idea.
For each character, $8.
That
sounds about right to you?
No, I said 20 for all of them.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the season pass costs, but I know it comes up to $8 per character, which is fucking stupid. That is ridiculous. You're telling me $24 over a third of the asking price of the game for 3 characters in a 30 character.
Microtransactions.
They are the best characters in the game.
Exactly. Isn't that such a strange coincidence?
Exactly, yeah. It's crazy.
It's like we get Chris ugly-ass Redfield, elephant-eared Captain America, and,
like
Elephant Man Chun-Li, and everything, looks terrible. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, look at Sigma. He can... use it to control space, or Black Panther can leap off walls, and that looks amazing. And Monster Hunter has like 8 weapons she can use. That's awesome. $8 a piece. Fuck you.
Transaction, all that stuff suck balls.
And then, on top of all this, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is getting announced. I don't know if you...
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm totally torn with Street Fighter. And I know you might be with Marvel. I think it doesn't look bad. It looks amazing, too. Street Fighter V is the best Street Fighter game.
I disagree.
Really?
I do. Street Fighter V is very much like, there's no personality to the way you can play the game. Like if you play Ryu, you exactly like this. There's no room for improv. There's no room for putting your own spin on it. You have to do these combos and these setups, and that's the way you have to play the game. There's a few characters that give you some leeway, like Akuma or Urien, where you can do a couple of different cool things. But pretty much the pro scene is like people all doing the exact same thing, while games like Injustice and Marvel vs. Capcom give you like ways to play the different characters, like rush down Spider-Man, keep away Spider-Man. You can have things like that.
Here's my thing with that. From what I noticed, like I do watch. I don't really play a ton of fighting games besides Street Fighter and Smash Brothers. Mm-hmm. But when I watch like video games tournaments or something, it's usually the fighting games because that's the most fun to watch.
Oh, they're most hype, without a doubt.
Entering a combo from Smash Brothers all the way to like Mortal Kombat. Every single person uses the exact same fucking combo.
And it looks like that if you don't try and do it yourself, but
it's entering in. Every single person does the exact same thing.
But I will say this in Injustice 2.
Then when someone finds a better combo, everyone just copies it.
What I will say this is in Injustice 2, the people have the way they play there. Like Forever King plays Batman. No one plays Batman like Forever King. Like he has his own way he does it. No one else does it like him. Honeybee's Flash. No one plays Flash like Honeybee, and he's very successful with it. Theo's Superman, Sonic Fox's Red Hood. Like they all have like their personality that they imprinted on the way they play, and that doesn't really exist in Street Fighter V. The game doesn't have enough tools for these things to be special.
It doesn't have enough tools then?
Street Fighter V, yeah, it doesn't have enough gameplay options.
I was saying, because Street Fighter 4 and stuff, it's like the same things. That's what I love about Street Fighter 5 so much. I feel like in those games, you can have those super sick, like, oh man, he just pulled off this like 30-hit combo. Oh shit! But in Street Fighter, it's like combo. It's like goddamn.
Yeah, no, that's really good, and that's
what I like about it.
But
maybe it doesn't feel like you're adding a lot of flair to it because it's not as flashy of a game.
But it's just with Street Fighter 4, what they had was they had multiple super. One thing, they had focus cancels, which you could do at any time, and all pros differently. And all pros use focus cancels differently.
Doesn't if I have some kind of like focus cancel like parry thing?
No. Some characters have a V trigger that is a parry, like Ryu's is a parry. Yeah. Ryu can like.
I only play Ryu, so that's what I was. Yeah.
But that V trigger is just like you press 2 buttons and you do your special thing, and that's it. But and they just took previous special moves for other Street Fighter characters and just made that their V trigger. You know,
I agree with you that Street Fighter V wasn't perfect. Man, I'll be damned if I did not have so much fun playing that game.
I had fun too.
I bought it because I lost it when our system share thing fucked up. It's on sale right now for like $12. I
wouldn't. I mean, unless you want to.
Paid edition.
Yeah.
I only play Ryu, so it doesn't matter about any of these other guys.
But and then like Street Fighter V plays great. It still does play great. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it does have one other thing that really bugs me is that little animation ticks that are just weird. Like Ken's hair goes to his shoulder, or but it happens in motion fine, but like in the loading screen, like really.
Your most beloved game, even Geralt's hair goes through his shoulders all the time.
But see, that's Witcher 3 with a whole bunch of shit happening.
I'm saying, I'm not trying to compare.
I'm talking about Street Fighter 5, where in the loading screen, not mid-fight, where I can understand that. In the loading screen, where they're just standing there like this, Ken's hair is just going through his shoulder, or Birdie's chain is sticking away from his neck and not hanging on his chest, or it's just little bullshit like that. And we all remember Chun-Li's flopping chest.
Jesus. I get those Jello titties.
Yeah, it was just weird.
You have familiar thoughts with Marvel, because I know you were saying how fucking terrible it is, but goddamn, the fighting is fucking amazing.
The fighting in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is just...
I don't understand. I mean, I barely played it.
And I mean, barely.
Probably for like 30 minutes.
All right, that's enough for an informed opinion.
I was playing it, and I'm like, it's just like the other ones, and it's just not for me.
It's vastly different than Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, it is that. I did notice a huge difference. It's a lot slower to me.
It's a lot slower. There's no assists, but...
That's amazing. That's why it's more accessible. You can focus more on fighting.
I was worried about that at first, but then I laughed. And it also means you don't have to have your, like, you know, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you could have, I have Doom, but he's just my assist character. I don't actually know how to play Doom, but his assist is so amazing, I have to use him. But in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, plays so amazing, so good. And then everything looks like garbage. And the story mode, Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching because I got a video pulled up right now of like the story, like cutscenes and like a little bit of gameplay mixed in. It looks pretty bad.
I think I want you, if you ever catch yourself watching a stream of it or something, Spencer.
Yeah.
Watch in the story mode cutscenes. They have a talent where the camera always lingers for 4 seconds too long on like every face or reaction or whatever.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Like, for instance, Thor gets taken over by this virus. You have to fight Thor. And he goes like, ha, 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 ha. And then the fight starts.
That's awesome.
So stupid. Like, all I needed to see. I love Dante. And I love Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, that's so cool.
The one scene I saw.
It's like a bad Japanese movie with English
Out
voiceover.
of ammo. Hey, Dante, can the girls come out to play?
Dude, Rocket's voice is so bad.
And
I wanted to fucking... It was so forced. Sexual innuendo. I'm like... He's like, hey, can the girls come out to play Dante? And I'm sure Dante... I don't remember exactly what he said, but Dante said some fucking jackass thing, too.
He says something like, treat him nicely or something.
Oh, my God. Fucking throw up.
I mean, any game that can make Dante not cool, like, you fucked up bad. like he is the easiest character.
What was that stupid-ass Spider-Man line?
Oh, he had so many. I don't know. He throws the Mind Stone at Mega Man, and Mega Man catches it, and Spider-Man goes, that's your color? Like, I don't know.
Oh, God.
That's awesome.
It was so bad. It was so bad. And then the final boss of the game, Ultron Sigma, he goes like Super Saiyan, like you have to fight like, the Super Ultron Omega, and he looks like one of the toys that Sid put together in Toy Story.
Oh my God.
Like he just looks terrible. Find it if you can. It's called Ultron Omega. Like it looks so dumb. It's like Ultron in a giant head of Sigma waving his stupid arms around.
Oh, I see it. Hold on. I'm getting it pulled up on the stream right now.
Like, I hope you all can see how stupid
here it
this is. Yeah, this is it. He looks like a toy that Sid put.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And so
it's time.
Yeah, it looks
so many
so
good
stupid.
games are out.
Yeah, so many great games are out, and this is what I'm playing. This
right here.
And it's just like Ultron, new character, looks amazing. Like Ultron looks awesome, plays awesome. Jeddah, new character, looks awesome, plays awesome. Gamora, new character, looks awesome, plays awesome. Let's see who else. There's not that many.
Will probably play awesome.
Monster Hunter looks amazing. Everyone says nothing but praises for Monster Hunter, Sigma, and Black Panther. God, who are some of the other? I'm having trouble thinking of Captain Marvel. Doesn't look that great, except she has like a Super Saiyan power up she does where she looks awesome.
Venom coming.
We haven't seen anything with him, but he's coming in that hype. The symbiote was in the story mode, but not Venom himself.
Yeah.
Like the symbiote fell on Spider-Man, and he was like, "Oh, want to go dancing?" But no, that didn't happen.
The video of that scene in Spider-Man 3 without the music.
Yes. It was excellent.
So fucking bad.
But
so I know which one you're talking about.
So basically what I was saying is it feels like Capcom doesn't want to make fighting games. I sent Nick a link a couple weeks ago that it's a rumor, not confirmed, that the budget for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was less than Street Fighter V's DLC. And it shows if that's true. It shows. If that's not true, then it's actually worse for the game, because if they had a proper budget and still pumped this out.
That's probably just a fucking excuse.
But if that's the case, do they even want to make these games? Like, I don't understand.
I think Capcom was banking on the fact that maybe they could put a little less money into it, and people would still run out in droves and buy it because of the hype behind it.
Yeah, maybe.
And into Dragon Ball Fighters.
But droves? I mean, I don't think people came out in droves to buy Street Fighter V. They didn't come out in droves to buy it.
Well, I meant the hardcore fan base.
Yeah.
Like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I mean, didn't it sell pretty well?
The original version did. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 did not sell very well.
But the original version did.
Yes.
Just like Street Fighter 4. When that came out, dead.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking sold.
But Street Fighter 4, literally, like, along with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, reinvigorated the professional fighting game scene.
Dude, they were riding that wave still.
Yeah. And then as each iteration of Super Street Fighter came out, from Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition 12, and Ultra Street Fighter 4, as all of those came out, they divided their player base more and more and more and more every time. Until eventually the only people that bought Ultra Street Fighter for PS4 were either people who lost a bet or wanted to play Street Fighter some more. But then with Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, I don't know. Did you see what they're adding?
I did not.
No.
An upgraded arcade.
They're adding an arcade mode with different endings for each character. They're adding new V triggers for each character to choose from, which is like it's like kind of like their super move for some of them, but like they're triggering their art. They're adding a new one of those for each character. They haven't talked about any new characters they're adding. Some other basically offline stuff to do. And, they want us to give them a pat on the back for adding this stuff that Street Fighter 4 launched with. Like, in our Street Fighter 4 launched with an arcade mode with different endings for each character. And Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and then they added these bunch of characters and a bunch of new super moves. Then Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition came out, and they added a bunch of new characters and a bunch of new super moves for those characters. So, I don't know. I don't know why Capcom is doing this. Like, how much, Spencer, you played Resident Evil 7. And
Yes.
Did Resident Evil 7 appear cheap in any way?
No, not at all to me.
Cheap as in low quality, low production?
No. I mean, it was really good. Like, it was really put together. Like,
I've heard it was really good.
Yeah.
Even added VR.
Yeah. The whole game.
God, if I played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in VR, I'd throw up.
Try being drove around in a car, circles. I about vomited. Nick just saw a chair go across the room. He about threw up.
Don't know what it was. Second I touched the chair, it just like...
Yeah, Nick just...
fucking crunched. And I was like... Oh.
He pulled it off. He's like, I can't do this.
I can't do it. But,
I mean, yeah.
Monster Hunter World looks excellent. I mean, I don't know, but it looks like it's going to be good. Resident Evil 7 was excellent. So is Capcom just saying, you know what? Maybe we'll just make whatever money we can off these hardcore fighting game players, not even bother trying to market them to people, like to a new audience. Let's just market them to the audience we already have, overprice the DLC, those bitches will buy it, and then we move on.
To my world of hating these scumbags.
Oh, for Mega Man. Who looks awesome as a new
Very
character.
Like, I fucking hate Capcom. You know what? I fucking hate. I even hate fucking Inafune now.
Mighty Number 9. Well, here's the thing. Capcom hasn't made an original Mega Man game in what? I mean, what are we, like, fucking 15 years now?
9 and 10.
9 and 10?
In about
What year was that?
early, mid, I think like mid 2000s, later mid 2000s.
Okay, let's say 2005. So it's been 12 years since you've seen Mega Man in a game. 12 years, and then the next Mega Man appearance is half-assed fighting game, where he's not that good.
Dude,
he's not very good.
Oh, Walt, you want to know where his next appearance was? Tekken.
Oh, Street Fighter Cross Tekken with that old 40-year-old man wearing the Mega Man suit.
This is one of my rants. Forgive them for that. Basically, pulled their dick out and slapped me in the face.
But then in Super Smash Bros. I mean, yeah,
that was the best. And
right,
X is back. Fucking game.
Okay, this is completely random, but Frank West's in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it play on the screen right now. That's
one of my favorite moments of the story mode that's genuinely enjoyable is Frank West and Iron Man are working on something, and Thanos shows up, and the Thanos shows up, and Iron Man says, "Frank, hold him off," and Frank's like, "What?" And then you play as Frank and fight Thanos. Like,
that's awesome.
That's the stuff they got to give me. Like, just throw all your fucks out the window and just do that. Like, that's
they really didn't. They didn't give a fuck about this game.
But they gave a fuck about how little they gave a fuck, and it showed. Like that part was funny. There was another, like, Ryu and Hulk was a great team up that happened in the story mode. That's about it. Everything else is completely forgettable. I will never play it again. Like, spoiler alert, Dante is the one that wins everything for them. Like,
damn. Now I have no reason to play it.
In a year of so many great games, there's also so many disappointments.
Oh, yeah.
Rail off some other ones. What do you know? Played that one also.
That's the biggest one to me.
What was it?
To me, this is a bigger disappointment.
Oh, Mass Effect.
How? This is a bigger disappointment to me.
What?
Because here's the thing. I played Mass Effect Andromeda. I had my fun with it. I'm disappointed they aren't making it anymore. But Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, like, fighting games are special. They're special to me. And this one, it just feels like I like it more than Capcom does. And and then when this $8 DLC, each $8 character doesn't sell, they're just going to abandon it.
But
like they did Andromeda.
Mass Effect Andromeda is coming to EA Access later this year, and it's also like $12 right now on PlayStation.
It is. It's funny. Imagine this, Walt.
Okay.
Then Capcom making a shitty game. Guy who made. What's your favorite Marvel vs. Capcom game?
My favorite Marvel vs. Capcom game? I mean, 3. It could end up being this one, but 3 for now.
3. Imagine if somehow the creator of that game went and made. I'm making a Marvel vs. Capcom that you'll love. Number 9.
Literally Mighty Number 9. Like, he just remakes Mighty Number 9.
It's a pain.
Jesus.
Yeah, that would be painful. No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, Nick. Let's make that more realistic. The guy who's behind Marvel vs. Capcom goes and makes a mobile game. Like a fighting game where you just tap, 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 and you win or lose.
Jesus.
You know what game's also going to be a huge disappointment this year?
What?
Barring, like, a miracle of God. The new Sonic game.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's going to be a huge
Sonic
flop.
Forces? But, Nick, you can make your own character.
This is what I want. You know what I really want to do, Walt, with that? I want to give him a pair of hipster glasses.
Oh, my God.
Like you can. That's what I want to do. Give him headphones.
I just want to do what I did in, like, any creative character and just go crazy with it.
I just see Nick doing the Persona 5 guy. That's what Nick probably do.
Like, so good. But everything I see besides the music, because Sonic music's always great, it was so nice to have Sonic be good again. And I'm like, you're immediately ruining it. Not even a half a year later.
Well, Nick, they can't let you have
it.
They can't let you have it. Like, they got to take it from you.
It's $40, which scares me. I know it shouldn't anymore, but it does.
At least you're not wasting that much money on it.
I'm not buying it.
He's not going to buy it. He's not buying
Unless it gets like some ridiculous reviews, I'm not fucking touching it.
What if it was Wii U exclusive?
What? Dead. Man, all I know is that all the creative character, and it was like running in unison. It was like Sonic and the fucking Jackass creative character. I'm like, oh my, he's like this fucking dude in hipster glasses. It's fucking bear.
Yeah, so go crazy with it. What are you going to do? Try to make your fucking hog look like you? Like, just go crazy with it.
Make a creative character. I don't understand.
Creative character
makes no sense. It's like the end of the world.
So we got to run fast.
No, Freedom Fighters makes sense because that's from the comics. But they're like the Alliance or something. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, and they got to blow up the Death Star. They got to blow up the Death Star, dude. Roll with it.
Jesus.
Gotta love it. There's nothing else to do but love it. So that's what I wanted to do. Wanted to just bitch about Capcom, basically, and find a reason to call it something else.
I'm always fine to talk shit about Capcom.
But, I mean, do they want to keep making, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't understand. Like, just stop if you don't care. Stop. Like,
just run it into the ground.
You bought it.
Yeah, I did. And guess what?
You're liking it.
Season pass too, Nick.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about that?
Part of the problem, Walt. Jeez.
Because you know I'm playing Black Panther, Sigma, and Monster Hunter day one.
Nice.
Damn.
So that's all I got. I don't know if you guys got anything else.
No.
I mean, it's a really slow week and just waiting for some big games to come out.
Yeah, we got I got Evil Within 2 coming in Monday. Got South Park Tuesday. Been playing Middle Earth Shadow of War. I'm really liking it, but damn, does it have like bad Assassin's Creed controls? Like bad.
Oh, Nick.
Like
Nick.
Bad. Like I've been getting furious with it. Like I'll be climbing on something, I can't jump to what I'm trying to jump to, or if I go to jump off something, he'll get stuck and not jump. Or if I'm not even trying to jump off, he will completely jump off in the wrong direction. It's all there, but everything else is amazing. It's great. Nemesis system, they upgraded on it, but damn.
I can't out of principle now. I want to so bad, but I can't out of principle now.
So we're just going to X that up, but you already agreed to split it with me, so you could suck it.
Anymore. I can't. Here's the thing that's going to happen. I know it is. I'm seeing all these articles popping up, like previews and shit for the new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
People just fucking breaking their arm, beating off to it.
Yeah.
Be my next fucking like guilty pleasure. Like fucking, I can't stop playing game.
It's not Sex in the City.
And they're like, what if they actually fix the movement?
Stop it, Nick.
I know they're not, but what if they do?
Guess what? They fixed it with Syndicate.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
React, Nick. Oh my god.
Download it right now.
Go download it.
You can download it because I bought it.
I can. It's on Xbox.
Go download it, and let's talk about it next week.
You can download it, Nick, because I bought it.
Well, you know what kills me? The fact that when I open the Xbox, there's so many Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, I have like all of them on my Xbox.
Christ. I know, and it's fucked. I mean, doesn't it hurt?
Ours should stop at 4. I don't think I've done after 4.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, 4.
Then Rogue,
Syndicate.
Syndicate.
Well, then there's Unity, Rogues. Let's not forget that Chinese 2D one.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, there's like 3 of those. I think.
No fucking way they fixed it.
I'm telling you, it's a lot better in Syndicate. A lot better.
Better or fixed?
Almost fixed, but a lot better.
Oh, there it is.
Here, Spencer hedges his bets now.
Nick,
I'm going to be jumping around like a fucking jackass.
I'm going to make sure you download it before I leave. I'm making sure.
Just give it a shot, Nick. You might like it.
I know he won't, and I'm going to watch him play.
People say that before a lot of horrible things. It's like, yeah, just inject yourself with this drug. You'll like it. It's fine.
Yeah,
all good.
Yeah, Walt, watch this Inhuman show.
Oh, no, you did that to yourself.
Yeah, I didn't even try with that one.
Oh,
Spencer.
I did watch Mr. Robot, by the way.
God,
It was good. So good. I can't wait for next week. But,
Blade Runner, you sacks.
dude, I was wanting to go watch today. I was like, man, I don't want to go sit in the movie theater for 3 hours.
Well,
Go fucking see it.
Yeah.
So good.
Nick, have you watched the new South Park episode?
I will say this,
No?
Nick. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Bombed. Because otherwise we're going to get Michael Bay sequels out the ass. So it's a good thing that Blade Runner.
No, it's not. I hate that fucking Transformers does so. I fucking hate it.
Nick, the original Blade Runner bombed also in theaters.
Yeah.
This one's good.
Yes,
That one's good too.
But here's the
I'm
thing:
just saying.
it's good whether or not it bombed. So
Yeah.
the fact that it did bomb means it's not going to get sequelitis and pump out like 3 shitty movies following it: Blade Runner 2050, Blade Runner 2051, Blade Runner 2047. Like,
Prequel.
like, you know,
I don't know.
it's good for it. It'll seal it off. You can feel like a hipster because you're one of the few, and then everybody wins,
So
except for the people who, of course, worked on the movie. They're fired.
Nick's saying go watch Blade Runner. Me and Walt saying go watch the new episode of Mr. Robot and of South Park. So good.
And what I'm saying is, do not play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Like, I will
Bullshit.
dabble in
Dude, Syndicate's good. I'm telling you.
eyeballs popping out. That was good.
That was Unity.
Yeah, that was Unity. They fixed all that shit.
Don't blur together because they're all
No,
fucking.
Unity
They're all
was
lame.
terrible.
Yeah,
Unity was horrible.
Unity was bad. But Syndicate's good. Origins, I think, is going to really...
You heard that, Nick? Syndicate's good.
Y'all can't see me. You can't tell if I'm winking or not.
I'm sure it's good. Man, I'm sure that movement. I'm sure it's so crisp. It'd take like
And
5 minutes to try to
responsive.
I'm sure whenever you're trying to pick up an item off the ground, you don't have to reposition your character like 6 times to get it
It's good.
across.
Don't you know that's
The
how they
buildings.
trained the assassins of to walk around 6
For
times? before they
assassins,
pick up
that's pretty fucking clunky. Thing. Shadow of the Colossus, horrible tank bullshit controls like Assassin's Creed. They fixed it. Can't wait
So
to play
they
that
say.
game. No, they said there's 2 control options. There's like fixed controls and the old controls.
and the original garbage.
Like, I just want the original experience. Like, you're fucking stupid.
Jesus.
All right. Well, we're definitely going way off topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. I'm not.
All right.
Anything.
We're good?
I'll update you on how the controls are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sounds good.
All right. Till next time.
Later.
See ya.
See ya.